Hello, everyone. Um, this morning I woke up with a migraine, a pounding high pain, which then transitioned into blurry vision, and then it just haunted my head for a while. And normally when I wake up with an eyeball pain, it gradually goes away, maybe with some sleep or maybe with a pain tablet or two, but it really changes the order of migraines. And for me to have blurry vision after I get the eyeball pain, that is really irksome. Anyways, yeah, it took a while for me to sleep. Really struggled with that, and I think I slept for an hour and I woke up and I felt so refreshed. But even after, when you wake up from a migraine, you still feel lightheaded. All of your senses are just so heightened. Like everything is so bright, and everything is just so vociferous. Oh my goodness! Um, wow, it took a while for me to just kind of get used to my surroundings, and I still feel a bit lightheaded. Sometimes migraines can last for the entire day, which, I mean, oh my goodness, I've had those before, and let me tell you, they're really irksome. And sometimes you feel like you want to spew, which is something that happened today. I felt like vomiting twice, but thankfully I did not, because obviously that's just a painful thing to do. Um, anyways, anyways, Monday night we just did not have any water. They were fixing somewhere, and we were told about this ahead of time. So thankfully, my mother filled a lot of buckets and bottles of water in advance. And then yesterday we had enough, but still we were using it sparingly. And then, by the afternoon, we really needed to get more water because we didn't know when the water would get fixed today, which specific time. Anyways, um, yesterday, sorry, oh my goodness, sorry guys, mixing up my words. Yesterday evening, we went to get water. Now, we were told that there's water in the civic hall, and we were expecting like these large water trucks. But when we drove past, there wasn't any water truck, so we were just assuming, okay, maybe the truck was here, but they vanished. Anyways, we stopped at a water store, which is right next to the dentist. So we went there, and well, we didn't really leave the car. The guy that works there said no water, not even bottled water. So yeah, then we decided to check back at the civic hall, and this time we went in and we asked someone, and someone said, yeah, there's water inside. So there's a bunch of taps inside the civic hall, and it's been a while since I've been to the civic hall, and it's my first time being inside that part of the civic hall. The last time I've been to the civic hall, I think, was back in 2014, if I can remember correctly. It was my sister's prom, and yeah, and before that, the last time I was there was in 2013, and before that, it was 2011 when our school celebrated their 40-year anniversary. I really wish I kept the keychain they gave us. I'm sure I still have it somewhere in my room. Um, but anyways, yeah, I've never been to that part of the civic hall before, and it's pretty, I would say, weird, but interesting. Anyways, we filled a bunch of buckets. We had two 20-liter buckets, which we filled a bunch of 1.5 liter and I think a 2-liter bottle as well. And we had two 5-liter bottles, water bottles, and uh, when we finished that, the plan was, okay, let's come again after we dumped this water into different containers, and we returned, but with just uh, just the 5 liters and the regular 1.5-liter bottles. And yeah, that's what happened. And uh, I was thinking, oh my gosh, guys, we may not have water till maybe the afternoon. Oh my goodness, this is really serious. And turns out that when I went to pee last night, I just opened the tap to check, and thank goodness water came out, and I was like, oh yes, finally. Oh boy. Now, the worst thing of my little escapade last night was the fact that I got bitten like 3 or 4 times. I don't know what mosquito did this because the lumps are gigantic. I've never had large lumps like this before. Oh boy. Anyways, yeah. So I just thought I'd tell you guys this migraine story and this water story. Anyways, yeah, I'm just really trying to get back into my usual state. You know, migraines really frighten me. There are times when I'm looking at the TV and then all of a sudden I see some blurry dots pop up, and then I'm looking around, blinking everywhere, trying to see if my vision is just, it's not having any problems. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.